So the January transfer window has slammed shut. We did some really good business, but we did get a cheeky little one done right at the end, at the death. Plus, we let one player go out as well. We'll have to find out who it is next. Roll the intro. So yeah, we've done a bit more business in the January transfer window, but they won't be coming in and out until next season. Federico Fernandez, again, was just complaining that he didn't get enough football. So we sold him for £5.75 million, a 29-year-old going out to Udinese. But we brought in Dan Axel Zagadou for £4 million. He's only 19. He's got a lot of growth in him. If you have a look at the report from the scout, 3-star current ability, but he can have that 5-star potential ability. Dortmund don't want him, and actually I think that's going to be a really good signing for us in the long term. Him and Ben Davies could be a really good partnership long term for this Newcastle side. The only real attribute that that we really need to work on when he gets in is his heading. 10 heading for a centre back, not the best, but he does have 18 jumping reach and 13 positioning. So as long as he's in the right areas, that height, that 6'5" figure of his should do the job. But we've got 2 games for you today. We have played a couple of games since we last met as well. We beat Brentford 1-0 in the FA Cup, which was fantastic. We then lost 2-1 to City. Not too bad a result, actually, to be fair. We're actually 1-0 up all the way through to the 75th minute, and then Fabian Schär gave away a penalty. They scored the penalty, and then they were just rampant after that. Leroy Sané scored an absolute worldie of amazing run, and we lost 2-1. So a little bit disappointing that we couldn't hang on for at least a point there at the Etihad. But 2-1 result actually again follows up with the Chelsea 2-1 result. We're getting better against the big sides, which is good to see. We then follow that with a really good 3-0 away win for us against Watford. Seko Fofana with a brace and Jonjo Shelvey with a goal. 3-0 win, really good win. Troy Deeney got sent off with 20 minutes to go, and that pretty much wrapped everything up. We've got Huddersfield today and Fulham, with Watford again in the FA Cup in between. So we'll give you the 2 games, and then we'll come back and give you the roundup of what happened at Watford. And let's get straight into it. This home game against Huddersfield is going to be huge, because this is how the league stands as we see it. Huddersfield are in 19th. They're 3 points off safety. We're in 14th, and actually 3 points off 12th. Now goal difference is -8 since we've come in. We've scored a lot of goals and shored up the defence a little bit more as well. So we're not too far off a top half finish, which would be absolutely fantastic in this kind of first season that we're in. So yeah, 3 points off the top half, but we have played a game more, so it's going to be swings and roundabouts. But let's get into this first game against Huddersfield. This is going to be the team that goes up against them. So this is the team that's going up against Huddersfield in this first game today. Dubravka in goal, Yedlin, Schär, Davis and Tremolinas. Lascelles is actually suspended for a couple more days. Leun is not fit enough, and nor is Fernandez. So we're going to go with Davis and Schär. Tremolinas on the left back, Fofana and Shelvey in the middle, Kennedy on the left wing, Brun Larsen on the right, Perez in behind Fetiart because Muto picked up a bit of an injury. He's out for a couple of weeks. On the bench, Dominic Manquillo, Cataldi, Grealish, Aarons, Murphy and Rondon should be enough to beat this Huddersfield side. Pritchard with the first highlight, curls that corner, free kick in, and Billingham's at the back post, and Dubravka can't keep it out, and it's 1-0 to Huddersfield. Lovely cross in from Pritchard's free kick, and Billing just he was left alone in this at this back post, and as you can see, they overloaded the back post. Billing free, Dubravka beaten at the near post. 1-0 Huddersfield. Yeah, now with the free kick goes to Brun Larsen into Fofana straight away over the top to DeAndre Yedlin. Can he get the ball in? He can. Falls back to Ozzy Perez, and that's a lovely goal. Lovely finish from Ozzy Perez. 4th goal of the season for him. DeAndre Yedlin's extra pace down that right-hand side allowed him to get onto that ball and cut in and play the pass back to Ozzy Perez. Lovely overlap there from Yedlin. Drives into the box and pulls it back. Ozzy Perez left-footed. 1 apiece. We're back in this game. And that sees us through to half-time. Came back into that first half after going 1-0 down. Ozzy Perez scoring the equaliser, but not playing our best. Tremolinas on a 6.4, Brun Larsen on a 6.5, Fetty on a 6.4 as well. Both midfielders on a 6.7, so not the greatest. Far from pleased what I've seen out there. Go out there and do the business. I'm just going to say you got the ability to make the difference for us tonight. Go out there and do what we need to do. Another goal and we win this game. Hopefully we can get it. Davis out to Tremolinas on that left-hand side. Shelvey as that deep line playmaker, but lucky the tackle went straight through to Kennedy. Fofana, he's got a couple of goals in the last few weeks and they went for another shot, but high and wide from our midfielder. Hammer gets the game started with a goal kick. Nick flicks it on to Snodgrass. Lovely ball out to the right wing, but Tremolina steps in there, and now we're on a counter-attack, but Hogg with a tackle on him. Pritchard over the top to Eddie and Keita. Can he get the goal? No, he can't. Dubravka does really well in pushing that round for a corner. Almar gone, 3 changes made. Rondon's come on for Fetty up top. Grealish on that right-hand side, and we brought Dummett on the as left back, but lovely ball in. Falls to Fofana. Can he go for goal? Yes, he can. That's his 3rd goal of the season. 3rd goal in the last couple of games. Changes have been made and they seem to work. Grealish on this right-hand side, driving inside, finding Shelvey. Shelvey then finding a lovely through ball to Kennedy, who got the cross in. They headed it away, fell to Fofana on the edge, and he just drilled it past Hammer in goal. 2-1 to Newcastle now. We've turned it round. Kennedy knocks it back to Fofana into Jonjo, and we find the lovely ball out to Jack Grealish. He takes his man on, whips the ball into the back post. Kennedy's there, hits the bar, falls to Grealish again. Can he get another cross in? No, they block it and they get it away. Snodgrass now on the counter-attack into Daniel Billing, and he's going to turn and try and find Kachunga on that left-hand side, but can't find him. Pritchard free kick, goes for goal, and he hits it just over, and it's 20 minutes to go now. And there we have it, another home win for us at Newcastle. Seko Fofana scoring a goal just after the hour mark and getting us the 3 points. Alex Pritchard actually picked up player of the match as 8.7 for him, but with the shots on target, domination from the Geordies, and I'm just going to say well done, lads. That was another good win for us. We'll see how that goes, makes us go in the league. We're now at 30 points, 10 points off that magical 40 mark where we're safe, but we're only a point off 12th, and another 6 points off West Ham in 11th. So we are charging up the table, going for that top half finish. We got Watford in the FA Cup next, and then if we get through that, I'll give you the draw, and then we've got Fulham away. So the game against Watford in the FA Cup ended in a 3-1 victory for ourselves. Cataldi with the first goal, Fetty scoring again, which is good to see, and Jacob Murphy scoring the third goal in the 82nd minute. They did come back into it, Jared Delafeu with a goal 15 minutes before time, but we held on and beat them 3-1. So we're going to bring you the FA Cup draw now into the 6th round. Let's view the teams that are left. So they've got Arsenal, Liverpool, Norwich, Swansea or Palace, Brighton themselves, Southampton or Everton, and Tottenham. So out of the big boys, Arsenal, Liverpool and Tottenham, those are the ones you want to miss, and a home tie would be preferable. So let's draw the next team. Arsenal will play Brighton, Liverpool will play Swansea or Crystal Palace, Tottenham will play us, Newcastle. So we go to Tottenham in the 6th round, and Norwich will play either Southampton or Everton. Tough draw, really tough draw actually. Where does that fit into the schedule? So fit anywhere at the minute, but 6th round of the FA Cup in our first season, not too bad. But now we go on to Fulham, and I'll show you the team who's going to go to Fulham and hopefully get 3 more points. Told you I was going to bring you more news if it dropped, and the consortium that's taken over Newcastle, they target us, and apparently they're subject to a £340 million takeover bid, according to 442.com. Edinburgh-based consortium led by business tycoon Jim Ballantyne is reported to have stated that it is intended to invest up to £70 million in the club. Board have placed an embargo upon transfers as a result of rumours regarding a possible takeover. These restrictions will remain in place until it goes either way, whether it falls through or whether we get taken over. So takeover is imminent at Newcastle. What will happen to me? Slight mishap with the recording on the Fulham episode, just didn't happen for some reason. So we only brought you that one game today against Huddersfield, but a 2-0 win against Fulham. Jonjo Shelvey and Fetty scoring again, and we were very comfortable in the game. Fulham not really testing us too much. This is how the Premier League stands. 13th position now, only 4 points off of a top half finish, which are 5 points off of top half finish. So looking really rosy at the minute for this Newcastle side. We will be back against Tottenham in the FA Cup and Palace in the Premier League. I apologise for those for the little mishap on the recording. Now I'm gonna have to look in the into the settings and see exactly what happened there. But Tottenham in the FA Cup, Palace in the league, plus all the highlights of Cardiff, Southampton, and Manchester United with that episode as well. That episode will be out on Tuesday at 12 o'clock. If you don't know when I upload, it's in the description down below, so you know exactly what's coming and when. So that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you have liked it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out any more content. Remember, tick that little bell icon. Sorry about the mishap for the Fulham game, but we're going to bring you 2 games next episode, plus a lot of highlights going into it as well. And until next time, I'll see you soon.